Would have never thought I'd be in Danbury, Connecticut. Never heard of Danbury, Connecticut. We made the drive. We outside. My nigga Omi back, man. Congratulations, you feel me? Nigga home. Time to turn up now.
All right, we just picked up Omi out of jail. It's time to turn this shit up. It's about to get crazy.
You ain't never seen my shit this white before, right?
What's up? What's up? What's up? You already know it is Dev Nasty, aka Dangerous Dev Nasty, aka Mr. Choke Your Mama, Mr. Choke Your Pop Out. And the day has finally came, man. It's a long time coming, but my boy is motherfucking home, man. We just picked him up from Danbury, Connecticut, and he obviously all the way back shining this fast. People thought, man, that they thought you fell off, man. They thought you fell off, man. What you gotta say to the people that thought?
Keep wagering your bets against me, you're gonna keep losing, man.
But how you feel, bro? Like,
honestly, and I'm being honest, bro. Honestly, I feel at peace. Like, I was stating to them earlier, like, don't shame me because we wasn't recording earlier. I was stating to them, like, you know, walking around the track for the last, like, fast rewind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came into prison, right? And I really feel like I needed this shit. I came in prison super entitled. I was empathetic to people, but I didn't have compassion. Everything was literally about me, right? It wasn't what I can do for others, it's what others can do for me. And if you had no purpose in my life, then you had no purpose being around me. And those things, you know, dealing with sentimentality, those are self-serving acts of kindness, right? When you do things for people, not because you want to do it from the bottom of your heart. And a lot of times I did do that, but there's a lot of times where I did it just to make myself feel good because the core foundation of my life was fucked up, right? I didn't love myself. I felt the need that I always had to be around certain people. I felt the need that I had to lay in somebody's bed every night in order to feel loved. And, you know, this stems from adolescence age. So, you know, spending months on end in isolation and deprived from the world, not even no form of communication besides, you know, Dev, Mike Luzzy at that time, you know, a few others, you know, writing me letters. Like, I don't know how I didn't think that I was this strong, honestly. And putting my mind together, I knew that God had a purpose for me, right? To whom as much is given, as much expected, right? And I took advantage of all the things. You know, I sat on my ass and I wasn't proactive in certain situations. I isolated from the world at times. You know what I'm saying? And I did a lot just from sitting on the couch. When I should have been out there, you know, voicing my opinions in certain situations. I should have been out there proactive in my city. And, you know, throughout this whole journey, I felt like people owed me shit. I felt super entitled. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I had a lot of animosity and a lot of things I had to work on. And right before I came home, I told myself, like, I'm gonna kill everybody. And this is a real conversation, you know what I'm saying, that I'm having with myself. Just negative self-talk building up. I'm gonna kill everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I had to really dive deep in who I was as a person, you know what I'm saying, my core beliefs. I'm not that nigga who thinks that he could just run around and just act tough, because that's not who I am as a person. I'm not soft, but I'm not a person that sits here and does things like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do something to me today, you can stab me today, and tomorrow I'll forgive you. That's the kind of heart I have. And I had to, like, really sit down and you know, have these conversations with myself, because my father's no longer here. And these are things that he instilled in me. So the closer I got to the door, you know, I didn't want to convert into Islam because, you know, the stigma behind it.
Right.
Or you just trying to, you just need protection. Like, nigga, I stood on all 10. Niggas try to run me up in these pretties. Ain't nobody's able to run me up. Ain't nobody ever bitch me out.
Facts. I feel like that Muslim shit is like another gang in jail. It's like, if you ain't with no gang, get with the Muslims. They gonna protect you. So I don't know. I kind of feel the same way.
You know what I'm saying? And I stood on all 10. But it's a lot of situations like, you know, learning how to deal, not coming from the streets and, you know, being a corporate person and then being thrown in jail. My nigga, that's a whole different world. And that I can't operate like that. Negativity around at all bends. I've never had productive conversations in prison. It's very rare. Like only the last 2 months, like I've been chilling with my bunkie, you know, kids been down and, you know, my brother body from CT. Those two individuals right there is the only people that I can really talk to on a positive level. Everything else is just politics. It's just nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, when you would talk to me home, it was a lot of that. I want to kind of rewind back. You was talking about being on the couch, not being proactive, feeling like almost stagnant. Did that had a lot to do with the depression of knowing eventually that you were going to have to do this time?
No, that just comes from depression of just knowing how bad of a person I was. See what I'm saying? I knew that I wasn't living right day by day. Like you're you know what I'm saying? Like you're my best friend, bro. And I used to keep a log of all the people I had sex with. You see what I'm saying? A log book, what hotels, and it's like I had appointments. You're the only one that knows my life.
I know. I'm gonna let you say what you.
Cuz looking at him like, oh, this nigga on some Diddy shit. And my man said he kept a log, a black book of all the appointments. What the fuck?
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I kept appointments with certain women. Like I had a routine. Like I wasn't pointing to nothing positive. You know what I'm saying? Like there was times where my kids cried, Dad, I want you to come back and I'm going to New York. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just happy, right? That I'm able to feel again. Like I'm able to be angry. I'm able to be sad. I'm able to be happy. I'm able to be mad. Those feelings, I'm embracing them now because I thought that life was just based off of happiness, right? And if I
slow down, brother. This your first day out. Niggas always talk like this. Oh, my man talking good, ain't he? It's his first day out. Slow down, Skipper.
I wasn't happy. I was depressed. So I'm drinking, and no one knows. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, bro, I was doing popping perks. Nobody knew. I kept that from everybody. And dopamine, like my dopamine release was just, I was bipolar. I was waking up just angry. You're probably the only person I never flipped out on. I even flipped out on G a million times. G knows. And that's just not who I am. Rock felt the wrath a few times. Yeah. No, for real. And it's like, that's not who I am. So being clear-headed and knowing that my feelings are actually back, I'm embracing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not worrying. If I can't control it, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not finna lose my life behind nobody. If you come to my house, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
Right? How many niggas rocked and shot? Working with Reloaded. How many he got? I'm on FaceTime. No. Boy, you get there out of there quick.
That's crazy.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Listen. So I'm on FaceTime with Rock as he's in the middle of a gunfight. You remember that? On Frankfurt. He almost got killed on camera and bent back. Rock went. You see what I'm saying? We've been through these situations where people try to kidnap my kids. You see what I'm, and my kids have to move to Florida. People breaking in my house, people trying to kill me. It's like, bro, why are you trying to go against a fucking YouTuber? Yeah. I'm not a street nigga, and I told you that a million times.
Yeah. I mean, we was in a high-speed chase on it.
Yo, so from New York, I was coming from New York, and niggas was trying to test us, and bro, I don't even know how I got away. I was 150.
It was coming out of the Empire. It was getting correct. The nigga was in the SRT.
Oh, listen, I was coming out of the strip club, and the only person that was there was Rock. Dude was walking in the middle of the street, ready to kill me.
As soon as I upped the gun, the nigga was like, no.
And then as soon as I got in the Corvette, cars started chasing me down Fifth Street. Bro,
it was an SRT.
I like
the Ram truck.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not finna lose my life over my nigga. You come in my house, I'm calling the cops, nigga. That doesn't make me a rat.
Yeah.
Like, why? And look, the crazy thing about it is this: we see what Lil Durk is going through. The pressures of social media, right? Oh, he got to get back for Von. He got to get back for Von. And then when he does something like that,
They calling you stupid.
Oh, he's an idiot. Why did he do that? Why he threw it?
I ain't gonna lie. In my day now, my age, you come to my house, I'm calling the cops, nigga. I done tried that fighting. I done tried that arguing. I done tried all that shit. That shit don't work. And man, I'm telling you, nigga, that's why I stay home. You come to my house, yes, I'm calling them peoples. Yes. Fuck all that. I done tried that.
His life away.
Yeah.
I'm not finna let people trick me out of my position or me beef with people that are not at my level because I have people to take care of, bro. I got 5 boys. And then what are the negative ripple effects? People marching, saying stop the violence.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? The negative ripple effects, if I kill someone, their kids continue the cycle moving forward.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not finna do that, bro. I'm not finna pretend like I'm somebody I'm not. I'm not finna like, no, nigga, stay away from me.
Yeah.
Omi getting old. Yes, sir, brother. Stay away from me. I promise you. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. Promise you. You ain't got no problem from me. I promise. Just leave me alone.
Out here to entertain the people, take care of people, make great products. You know what I'm saying? We always got great products on the way, man. But just tell me how you feeling right now. It's been what, about 2 hours since you walked out that joint?
2 hours since I walked out, and right now I feel amazing. But no, I'm still like, because like you don't understand, man. Like there's been a lot of death threats when I'm home. People gonna kill me. Do what you got to do. Just don't get killed in the process. I hope not. You see what I'm saying? Leave me. I don't want no problems with nobody. You ain't got to worry about Omi trying to do nothing to nobody. Hands up. I wave a white flag. That's what you want. I'll do it.
Have y'all seen when he was in jail? They say he lost a lot of weight and then he gained it back. Right here. Look how skinny he was. A lot of people saying that shit AI though. But they saying he had to gain it back because he was somebody paid him, a peptide company paid him $2 million to gain the weight back. But he was small. People were saying he had all that time and didn't do no working out in jail. But then he came out with this picture and said he worked out, but he had to gain it back. But I think it's an AI though.
Just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to make money and take care of people and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, contribute to society.
Okay. Now what we doing with these shoes, man? That's on the way, man. What's going on with the shoes, man?
So, you know what I'm saying, I want to give a shout out to, you know, everybody who's ever purchased from reloaded.com, reloadedmerch.com, Reloaded Universe. You know, like it's crazy, right? Coming back from 2021, you know, making shoes for years and then watching everything just crumble at the feet, right? When I was in prison.
Right.
And one thing that I came out doing is like, I'm taking accountability myself, right? Because if I wouldn't have done the things that I've done, the company would still be there running.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't blame it on nobody. It's a new chapter. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, yo. I wish you could see how these look. Jill do some B-roll later with these and add them to the screen. But, man, I'm
We favoring those, but come on now.
These are suede.
A lot of us rocking with the black suede Jones.
I don't know, bro, but these right here, to me, they're like Donovan McNabb. It's like the jersey material. These are satin. I don't know, man. Like I really love these shoes.
So these are going to be the ones that we primarily push moving forward, but they're going to come in all different kinds of colorways. These right here is just happen to be the Eagles joints. Shout out to Philly. But
it's crazy how me and Dev actually came up with this shoe, just drawn, and I was like, "Yo, we should mix these together."
Them joints hard. Y'all rocking with them? You'll get a pair of Omis.
Together, and Dev just went in, and it was a collaborative thing back and forth. But I didn't think that they were actually going to turn out this good.
Nah, they came out great. And the first ones did well. The gray joints.
Yeah, the gray ones, the original, they had a blue sole. They, it wasn't intended for them to come out with a blue sole ever.
Yeah,
They were gray with a blue sole.
Because I drew them gray. Yeah.
They end up coming out like a Yankees color. Those, I would never release those again with the blue sole on the bottom.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Man.
I mean, we'll make a pair for a couple for us.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna release those again.
Dang.
Because they were supposed to be gray.
I think it might have been meant to be, man. Happy
so?
accident. Yeah, happy accidents, man. I would, man, because
You think I should release them one more time?
Yeah, because I think the people want them, man. We know that the people want them, man. A lot of stuff people couldn't get. You don't know how many people will come to my studio. They walk in my studio. We always kept them. My main thing is, while he was locked up, I always wanted to keep Reloaded alive. So if you watch any of my programming, it was constantly Reloaded shit in the background, shoes in the background, all of that. And people will always ask, yo, when can I get the joints? Or they would have a complaint about something that they didn't receive during the time that you weren't at the helm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? And one thing that the people at Reloaded used to like, customers loved me, because anytime there was a delay or a mistake on something, I took full accountability. I'll come on the screen and say, yo guys, and you know what I mean? And I wish that, the people that were at the helm at the time kind of did that for me. To like just forget me, fuck me. You know what I'm saying? These are people that took care of us for years. You know what I'm saying? And Reloaded means something to these people. Give people what they paid for. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. The vast majority of people were made whole, and I know there might be a couple of people here or there that fell through the cracks and stuff like that. Yeah. But things
and unfortunately, like, I have no access to any of that data.
Right.
So anybody could just come say, it's like, bro.
Yeah, I ordered 40,000 sneaks from you and didn't get them.
I apologize. You know what I mean? I wasn't home at the time. I was doing this. I remember one time, right? This is in 2023. I ended up going to the shoe. When I went into the shoe, I remember I came back out in October, and my partner at the time was like, yo, everything's going bad. I said, how can everything go bad in a month and some change? I ended up coming out in September 5th. Everything's bad. And I think it was like, Reloaded used to making millions of dollars. I think the website that did like 90-something thousand since I've been gone. Like, how the fuck is that possible? I remember I sat on my phone, and I don't understand how I did it. 3 weeks later, we were up almost $600,000.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? I just did a sale. Let's do a sale. And they get mad all the time when I try to do sales and try to incorporate things. But it's like, the number one thing on the 48 laws of power is don't try to outshine a master. You know what I'm saying? My method of madness just works. And people think that because it looks crazy that I'm doing it, that they could just go ahead and just pile shit together and just do it.
Right.
And it just doesn't work that way. You see what I'm saying? I stay in my lane. I never try to sit there and try to do what Dev does. I don't sit there and try to do what G does. Okay? I can learn. I don't want to. It's inefficient for me.
Right.
So I just don't understand how everything just snowballed from there. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to associate. Like, to me, I was like, I don't know if I was being naive, but I felt blindsided. I started acting erratic, crazy.
But you was blindsided by what?
By the way that the company was just coming down. Like, no, I don't want to be associated with it. It was just a lot of shit. I just didn't know how to.
But was it truly blindsided? Because there was moments of time where you had second thoughts about where you was leaving the company and stuff like that before you would come in. It was like little glimpses, moments.
Because those moments were there, and those are what killed me, because I saw it coming, but I was naive to it, because I truly believe that the person that was at the helm is a great person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the things that I've done personally made that person turn that way, but I still feel deep down wholeheartedly that that's not the direction that person wanted to take things into.
Okay.
Because the conversations that we used to have was, man, this is a cardinal sin to do these things. I would never do you like this. I would never do that to you. I understand if you move on romantically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I had to figure out where I went wrong. You know what I'm saying? The way that you got to understand too, I'm no saint. I try to pull the rug from underneath everybody. And that's the way they were making money. That's the way they were feeding their family. So when I try to do that from prison, they're like, nigga, you really ain't got no power over us.
I mean, I try to tell you stuff like that.
Yeah,
too.
but you need to learn.
Yeah.
You need to learn.
But that's for everybody that guys that are going in and they doing a bid and they leaving things in their homies' hands and their girls' hands or whatever like that. And you really gotta respect the fact that they do have power over what goes on. So when y'all get into disagreements and things like that, it's hard, but you kind of gotta bow your head a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I didn't know. See what I'm saying? And I just don't want anyone to ever be like, damn, I fucked up. Because
I agree with that. My professor once told me, if you want to do it, if you want to do things how you want, when you want, best believe that you're gonna do it alone. Because if you're doing stuff with people, you gotta compromise in some form or some way.
biggest fear is regret. And I've always said it. I don't want that person to ever like be in regret. So there's one thing that I've learned, right? It's a zero-sum game. You know what zero-sum game means?
No.
If you want to do what you want, how you want, when you want, you best believe you're gonna have to do it alone. That's how he said it. That's what he told me.
Tell us.
So a zero-sum game is an NFL game. It's a zero-sum game. Somebody has to win in order for someone to lose. Right? That's just the way life is set up.
Okay.
Me personally, with that individual, I want a non-zero-sum game. I want us both to win. How can we end this amicably so that I can win and you can win, and either you stick around and still work with the company because I'm not negating that for you, or you can walk away and we both feel like we were both winners in the situation.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be friends in commerce. There's a Kellogg's, there's a Post.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a Coke, there's a Pepsi. And I just don't understand why me and Kai just couldn't coexist. I think if we would have came together, we would have made millions regardless.
But certain people, I don't think that they're able to put personal. I hate to say this, but a lot of people of a different culture, right? They're able to have disagreements, can still make things work at the negotiating table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the difference between me and a lot of people. That I'm willing to overlook I don't want closure. I'm not looking for closure.
Okay.
I don't want to even tap into those conversations. All right, where do we end this? Use feud back and forth. Where do we come on the table? Where do you leave with some monetary gain?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you did work a lot of years. Mm-hmm. You suffered a lot of years because I'm not an easy person to deal with. You see what I'm saying? And I know these things about myself because I was going through something called anosognosia. Anosognosia is a disease, like a person who has Alzheimer's. They don't know that they have Alzheimer's. They're going through a stage of anosognosia because they cannot comprehend well enough to psychoanalyze themselves to know what they have. It takes somebody else to come in and be like, yo, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me going into the shoe, now my brain can't function anymore. I can't work. I can't. So now I'm diving deep into psychoanalyzing myself. And I'm looking back at every scenario that I'm like, I was a piece of shit. You see what I'm saying? I could have ended this the right way. And even if that person moved on romantically, it still would have been a friendship. Because that person deserved at least that much. How many times did that person call me? Call the hotel room that I have somebody else in. Omi, what you doing? I'm playing Monopoly. And I'll hang up the phone. Like, no, like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when that person goes ahead and tries to move on romantic, who the fuck am I to tell you no? I just wish that I was just, you
know how crazy it is for me to hear you say these things now because it's such a big growth from before, because you had a few of us that might have been in your ear trying to tell you otherwise, but you like, nah, dog, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. So to see you get to the point where you're like, yo, I want to take some accountability for why this person reacted in that fashion, even in somewhat destroying the business.
Yo, and that's the difference. There's people who take accountability, but they want no repercussions. Taking accountability means that the repercussions come with it, and you're willing to face that fact. You see what I'm saying? He would be like, I did it, but I don't think I should go to jail for it.
Right.
No, taking accountability because you truly feel bad. You're holding yourself accountable for these actions, and now you're willing to take what comes behind these consequences. You see what I'm saying? And it took a lot for me, man. It took a lot of soul. And you were a big part of, like, honestly, you're a big part of my treatment. Because I'm like, damn, my best friend, man, this nigga don't cheat on his wife.
That's right.
No,
it's real shit.
I can really
I just want to make sure. Yeah.
No,
real shit.
Like, and this nigga used to get all the bitches in the world, but I don't understand how you got from there to there. And you're such a level-headed person.
So the same way that traits like pass on to people, shout out to my business partner with the studio, Don Michael Jr. I watched him. I watched a lot of things that he did, and I watched the pitfalls that he skipped over that I was going through, and I was just like, yo, I want to live my life more like him because he don't have all of these problems that I got. And that's where I adopted those habits of just being like, yo, I'm gonna walk the straight and narrow and all of that type of shit, man.
My dad used to always say in Spanish, enséñame tu amigo, yo te enseño tu futuro.
Explain.
Show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Oh, man.
You see what I'm saying? And you'll say, hopefully this shit rubs off and it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, has a positive ripple effect.
It's already rubbing off.
No, it's a fact.
No, it's already.
But it took time. But now the true testament's here, right? Is where all the women can come in now. And how do I hold myself? How do I stay composed under this shit?
Right, because it's easy to say it when you locked in the cell.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Jail talk. You see what I'm saying? But now how do I take all these distractions that are going to be coming at me at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and how do I turn this around into something positive? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be known for being out here fucking 1,000,000 bitches. I don't. It's not where I want my life headed. It's not where I want my kids' life headed either. It's a lonely path, man. It's lonely. I watched my dad at 84 years old die. Lonely. He had a 34-year-old girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And after he died, she tried to fuck me.
Okay.
No, you see, no. Like, who wants to live like that?
There was something that you said earlier that I wanted to jump in, man, because you said something about, you know, your kids calling and you not, you know, coming home. And I wanted to say, like, I wanted to jump in because it kind of painted you like you might have been a bad dad.
Oh, no,
wasn't.
That I'm not.
No. You 100, and I wanted to jump in and say that. So I want to talk about that with you being so tied to your kids, bro. Like, so tied to your kids. Talk about what it's like being in prison and you had to be away from your kids.
Man, like, anybody that knows me, right? My kids are like everything to me. They're always with me. They're, you know what I'm saying? There's times where I wish I would have just been home playing fucking Xbox with them. It's just those little times, you know what I'm saying, those extra little days. But it's not like I disregard my kids. No matter if I was drunk or if whatever happened, I was at the front of the house picking them up from the bus stop, but watching them run in the house. You know what I'm saying? My kids never needed for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they were spoiled and shit.
Yeah.
You know, they were out of control spoiled.
And I kind of regret that too, because I understand where my ex-wife had to go in, and you know, she had to dial back because it was so crazy. So like. My son Nomar doesn't even know I'm in prison. So one time he calls me. I'm like, I have my little iPhone on me, and he calls me. He said, "Dad, oh my God, when you coming home?" I said, "Baby, I'm at fat camp." He said, "You at fat camp?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Let me see." Boom! I pick up the FaceTime call and I show him. I just had got to Danbury prison, but it's B unit. It has bars. It's 3 tiers, real big. And he's like, "Oh my God, Dad, that look like jail." I said, "No, Mar, this is not jail, baby." He said, "No, Dad, that look like jail." I'm like, "No, Mar, this is not jail." He said, "That's not fat camp." He said, let me see. And at this time, I'm 240 pounds. I came in jail 370.
I might show the picture.
I knew that. I knew it. It wasn't AI. See?
Yeah. So the reason why I gained so much weight coming back out is because, you know what I'm saying, like doing something with dynamic peptides is a deal where now I got to try to lose 100 pounds in 5 months. I'm about to get real big again. But anyways, I prop the phone up and he looks at me. This time I'm 240 pounds. He's used to me being He said, Dad, oh my God, you're gonna be there a very long time. I said, why? He said, you still fat. I was like, damn, you a piece of shit, yo.
Damn. That sounds like some shit he's saying.
Yeah, no more, man. I love that kid to death, man.
But man, you know, but now you home. What's the first what you think the first order of business? Because there's so many different ideas, things that are already in the works. I don't want you to, I know you could over explain sometimes and tell too much of something, but talk about some of the stuff that's coming.
New application coming out soon. Very, very, very soon. First order of business is me getting behind the computer and opening up these websites, hitting our lawyers and seeing if I should go the route of going through court. You see what I'm saying? Or reaching out to certain individuals and trying to end things amicably where things don't have to spiral out of control. Try to take the adult way and the amicable way out of this.
And I have hope for that. I have hope.
Yeah, I have hope for it too.
Okay.
It's not like I want to do anything. I don't want to go these.
So apparently Ami is beefing with his I guess old business partner, Kool Kiy, I guess because he stole his sneaker idea. So they're beefing over these pair of sneakers. Let's just watch a little bit of that real quick.
You recently had you and Kool Kiy, y'all recently had words, right?
Yeah.
And it was a minor disagreement. He said some things that rubbed you the wrong way. You came out with Air Omi, and now you're selling hundreds of thousands of sneakers.
Yeah, and on top of that, like, it's crazy because it was like a parody at first, a parody that actually turned into a brand. So, you know, I actually kind of want to thank him for that, you know? He helped me.
Take us through the whole transition and how it happened, because at first you were just joking with him.
No. So, at first it was more like I had a slipper that we've been developing for like over a year, and I sent him the slipper, and, you know, he thought that I was taking that slipper off of another brand, which when you look at the slipper is completely different. So what he did was, when I showed him the slipper, it was a misunderstanding. I'm not going to sit here and lie on him either. He put the slipper up, but I went, you know what I'm saying, like the dumb nigga that I am sometimes. I just jump the gun, and I'm like, yo, if you put out my slippers, I'm gonna put out your shoes. And then he showed me some receipts that actually showed that he had that picture of that shoe months before I even showed him. So I was wrong on that part. So fast forward, and we got past it quick. Fast forward, you know, I wrote him out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, bro, like, when I market, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna market against you. You ain't gonna like it, but you still my nigga. And I guess he didn't like it. So I was putting out a shoe called the Cool Wave. I went to Vegas, meet up with CJ So Cool. We put it together. The shoe was supposed to drop in 30 days after my initial visit to Vegas. Now, I jumped the gun, sent Kai some pictures of his manufacturer that somebody sold me for $20,000. Like, one of his peoples sold me the manufacturer at $20,000 because I really wanted that manufacturer because I liked the way his shoes was coming out. Now, before any of that even happened, the only reason why I didn't never put a lightning bolt on the side of the shoe was to show him a little bit of respect, because I didn't know who he was. He reached out to me as a young black entrepreneur to work with me on a Dodge shoe because he had a license for Dodge. And I told him I would never wear a motherfucking Hellcat shoe. You got me fucked up. We left it at that. Then I came to him with another shoe. He didn't want to work with that shoe. So we left it at that. So fast forward, you know, I sent him the manufacturer, a picture of a shoe that he had that no one ever seen. Only him and the manufacturer. So when I sent it to him, he was like, that's not my manufacturer. It kind of rubbed him the wrong way. So in the middle of my production, which he saved me, matter of fact, because I think I put in an order for like 15,000 shoes, and that number was a little off by a lot. So anyway, he hits up the manufacturer and says, if you make his shoes, you ain't making mine. So the next morning I woke up, I had a private conversation with him. I said, bro, I need these shoes out at a certain time. Call back the manufacturer, reverse this deal. It never happened. Now he was like, oh, worry about your health, you fat fuck, this and that. So I told him, listen, If
So
you
wait,
don't,
he spazzed on you for no reason.
I told him, if you don't call back Billy, the manufacturer, I am going to release your shoe for cheaper. Now, when people get confused and said I said I was going to release a shoe for $99, I meant the one that said his name, not my brand. So what I did was I took the brand, I took the shoe, and I ran with it. You know what I mean? And it worked out for both of us, honestly, because like we're both kind of popping off of it. You know what I'm saying? You can't have an Adidas without a Nike. But at the end of the day, he has a daughter to take care of. So I kind of went about it the wrong way. But at the end of the day, there's nothing to undo what I did. And I have 3 other shoes right now in production. So he gave me a lane just by him stopping production on my shoe. Now people get mad at the reaction. They never get mad at the first action. Like, okay, what you think that I did by taking his shoe was wrong, but you don't think him stopping production on my shoe was wrong? Now this is what you get now. This is the effects of it. So now it's crazy because now I'm here Omi.
So if he didn't stop production on your original sneaker, you wouldn't have did
would have never came out. It would have never came out. Like I said, man, dude is super talented, man. Like I can't sit up here and bash a nigga. He's super talented. But at the end of the day, it's a certain way to speak to some people. He probably thought that this wasn't going to go as far as it did. He probably thought that I wasn't going to sell any shoes. And in all reality, I created a big brand behind it.
When you launched your sneakers, a lot of people were upset with you because you're a multi-millionaire and you speak on uplifting, Black culture, and entrepreneurs and things like that. A lot of people felt like what you did was kind of like you was hating on them. Like it was more personal because you have money already.
Hating was, I was releasing a shoe. He was mad because the silhouette was the same. We were both using Jordan 1s. Now, if my Jordan's called a Kool Wave and yours is called a Kool Kiy, it had nothing. Mine was just a wave. And bro, he stopped me. Like I redesigned the Jordan 1. We redesigned it, called it a 0. So now it's called the Omi 0. And it was never on no hate and shit. It was more on like, if you stop my shit, now I'm gonna eat off what you're doing. But since my reaction lasted a lot longer than his did, some people got mad, but other people respect it. And the numbers ain't lying, the shit's selling. So, I'm saying, much respect to him, but it's my shit now too.
So him and Kool Kiy got into a beef, and now they selling each other. Are they competing with the same shoe? They're selling shoes, and they're saying Omni stole Kool Kiy's shoe design.
How? Like, what we playing, Call of Duty and shit? No, we playing Call of Duty. Just throw this bitch across the room. Pokemon, there you go. Like, you can't hate on that shit. And it's crazy, man, because I got a lot of love for Union City. Like, I fuck with a lot of niggas in Union. Some real solid niggas that I fuck with from Union. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, bro, y'all got a hater out there, bro. And they're like, bro, nobody in the city really fuck with them. I'm like, bro, this shit, it's corny, bro. And guess what? I wish we could have did work together. We probably would have made millions of dollars together. But it's unfortunate. Because, he even told me, he's like, yo, when you go to jail, bro, or if you go to jail, this and that, I'm going to help you push your brain. That shit's all cap, bro. I don't need a nigga to push my brain. You don't even talk about the situation publicly because I got receipts for everything. So he chooses not to talk about it publicly, but it's like, bro, and I'm not saying that he's it's hard to talk about this topic, man, because I kind of like the guy. I don't think he's he's a piece of shit the way he talks to people. But it's I kind of want to like him. But it's at the end of the thing, it's bro, he's sneaky with it. He'll just throw shade behind the scenes. Bro, pick up the phone and you got my number, bro. Pick up the phone and call me.
Is there an issue, bro? We can go to Steak 48, go eat, and laugh about how much money we made.
So yeah, that's that. Him and Kool Kiy beefing. I guess they competing over shoes, and they're saying that allegedly Omni stole the idea from Kool Kiy. A couple of celebrities have been talking about it back in the day, but let's continue his newest interview as he gets out of jail.
At the end of the day, I'm a businessman, and I, you know, there's a lot of things that I need back that are very precious to me. You see what I'm saying? And my YouTube channel being one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's the last video I have with my father. Videos with my kids, my friends. It's a lot of situations like that's invaluable to me. You can't put a price tag on that. You see what I'm saying? And even if those videos are somehow deleted, I will still find a way to forgive. Just give me the channel back. See what I'm saying? I can run up another channel. That's not the issue. And I don't want to be a vlogger anymore either. You see, maybe if I have another baby, I plan on getting married, then I'll come out and, you know, do a family channel. But I think I'm gonna pursue my passion, though, is gaming. And I've always been a pro gamer. You know what I'm saying? Been a pro gamer my whole life up until I was 24. Then I quit. Went back to selling drugs.
See, love, brother.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm being honest.
Yeah,
and then, you know, then, you know, at 27, went back to developing and, you know, started working on gears and bringing out my products, and they actually ended up hitting. Nigga got lucky.
Now, hold on. Now that everything is behind, like taken care of when it comes to gears and things like that, will we be able to launch a Gears TV, fully legal situation? Even if it does something else different as far as media goes.
I have hopes for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who else had over 1 million customers, subscribers, that wasn't a major company, a corporation. I was at the helm of 3 guys. The dude under me, my developer, and me. You know what I'm saying? There was 3 of us that worked on this app.
So I think this is the app he got arrested for, selling the cable package on Amazon Fire Stick.
And I made a lot of noise. And, you know, people were afraid. It was like, developers don't look like him. App guys don't look like him. You see what I'm saying? And especially they don't come out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? And these new apps that I've got coming out, man, I have high hopes. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna allow, especially the second app that I got coming out, I'm gonna allow people to come in and adopt and buy in at an early rate. Whoever does it, you're just gonna regret it. And that's just a fact. It's a fact. We're gonna regret it.
Man, well, look, man, you home. We happy you home. Rock won't have to shoot anyone, hopefully, because it's going to be just love and embracing people and doing positive things.
I remember Rock shot a nigga's dick off at the new A lounge that I had just bought. You remember that, Rock?
Why is there a grin? Why are you so?
He actually got a tattoo of him. Yeah, he actually shot the dude's dick off. The dude went to jail, got like 30 years, right? The dude got 30 years in jail with no dick. How fucked up your life?
It wasn't able to attach the dick back?
I don't know.
I don't know. The dick was on the floor.
They said it was by his ankle and they cut him look.
Oh shit, fell down his pants at the bottom of his motherfucking sweats. That's crazy, bro. If your dick at your ankles, damn. But welcome back home, man.
No, I appreciate you.
This the first joint, man, for people to see. But we got a ton of shit coming. Of course, we gonna figure out how to bring you on Talk Heavy for some shenanigans.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, let me know.
But yeah, we got to get you streaming too, man. I think the streaming world.
I think I'm going full streaming. I think I have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer.
So you already know, man.
It's so crazy, man. There's all these young kids coming to prison, right? They're like, dude, I used to watch you when I was in high school. I was like, fuck. That shit sounds crazy, yo.
Yeah.
There you have it, man. Omni in the Hellcat going streaming. YouTuber going streaming. Just came home though. Just came home and I got to get my workout on. But I got my day out the way early. Streamed for day 9. But welcome home, big dog. I'm out. What time is it? Yep, I'm about to go get this workout. 47 minutes, I did 50 minutes.